Hi, this is Pam. Welcome back to the Sanders Kitchen. It's great to be cooking again. We're having a delicious meal today that I'm going to show you, a Sunday pot roast. Today for our Sunday pot roast, we're going to be using a beautiful chuck roast. There are a lot of different cuts of meat out there, roast. There's sirloin tip, chuck roast, rump roast, but I love the flavor of a chuck roast. It's absolutely delicious. So let me show you all the delicious ingredients that go into this very simple recipe. We have some little red potatoes, some carrots, a little browning sauce similar to a kitchen bouquet. We have water. We have a can of cream of mushroom soup, a packet of instant onion dry soup mix, some pepper, garlic, a little olive oil to sear our roast in the pan, and of course our beautiful chuck roast. The first thing we're going to do is stuff our nice roast with some garlic. I have about 4 nice toes of garlic here that I've cut into slivers, and we're going to use just a nice sharp little knife and cut little slits in the roast and stuff it with the garlic. Come take a closer look. Okay, I'm going to take my little knife and just put a little slit and shove my garlic toe down in there like that. And we're going to do that a couple of different places, and then I'm going to turn over and do the other side also. So we're going to get all this little muscle right here, put one right in the center. And that's going to be so good. And then when we finish stuffing it, the only thing we're going to put on the outside is some pepper, only because you have a lot of saltiness with that Lipton Onion soup mix, and you don't want it to be over salty. And then when it's done and you taste it, if you want to add more salt to your gravy, of course you can. But I find that the Lipton Onion soup mix is quite salty enough. Okay, this side is good. Let's flip this little guy over and put a couple in the other side. Sometimes they fall out after it's been baking, but it just adds to the flavor of the gravy, and it's so good. This is a recipe that's so easy. You do not have to be intimidated. Some people have said, "Oh, I've never cooked a roast before. I don't know how. I'm not going to do it right. It's not going to come out good. We have company coming over." Well, let me tell you something. I've been doing my roast like this, as easy as it is, for over 40 years, and it is like one of the best roasts I've ever had. You'd never think the gravy is so good just with Lipton Onion soup mix and a little cream of mushroom soup and a little browning sauce. I said it's so good. All right, this little guy is all stuffed up. I've got my pan heating up right now. I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of oil. And while that is heating up, because we're going to sear the meat, remember I told you that. While that's getting hot, we're going to go ahead and put our pepper on our roast. And remember, I said we're not going to go ahead and do the salt, only because the onion soup mix has a lot of salt in it, and you don't want to oversalt. Okay, she's looking beautiful, and she's ready to go as soon as my oil gets hot. I'll go ahead and check that temp. Whew, believe it or not, it's ready. I'm going to go ahead and put my roast in the pan. Now, that's going to sear for about 4 minutes, so I'm not even going to touch it. Do not touch it. Let it sear, and then we're going to turn it over and do the other side. While our roast is searing in our pan, we're going to go ahead and make our gravy. Let me show you how easy this is. We have our can of cream of mushroom soup, and I used the can as a measuring device, actually. That's why I still had it on the counter. About 1.5 cups of water, and when I measured it out, it actually comes to 2 cups. So we're going to add our 2 cups of water, our packet of Lipton instant onion soup mix, and that makes it a little brown, but I like my gravy a little browner than that, so I'm using a little browning sauce. And you just put just a little dab, that's all you need. And then I'm going to blend this together. And I think a whisk works a lot better than that. And we're just going to set this aside, and when our roast is finished searing, like I said, about 4 minutes on one side, flip it over, sear the other side, and when that's done, we're going to add our gravy, and we're going to bake it at 325, a total of 3 hours. But after the second hour is done, we're going to open it up, and we're going to add our carrots and our potatoes, put the lid back on for that 3rd hour, and then it's going to be ready to eat. All right, see how good this looks. Ooh, boy, is that pretty. That looks delicious. We're going to let it go for another 4 to 5 minutes on this side, and then we're going to go ahead and add our gravy, put the lid on, and stick this puppy in the oven. Okay, this roast looks absolutely delicious. We're going to go ahead and pour our gravy on top. Get it all in there. We're going to put the lid on and stick it in our oven. Like I said before, at 325, a total of 3 hours. But we're only going to have it in for 2 hours. Take it out, take the lid off, and put our potatoes and our carrots in. So as soon as I get in the oven, we're going to come back and we'll cut up some carrots. Let's get these carrots peeled. Come on. And like I said before, we're just using little round red potatoes, and they're about the same size. I'm going to put them in whole, but there was 2 of them that were just a little bit bigger than the other, so I think I'm just going to cut those in half. And remember, that's it as far as the potatoes go. We have our carrots cut up, the potatoes are ready, and remember, at that 2-hour mark, we're going to go ahead and take the roast out, take the lid off, put your potatoes and your carrots in, put the lid back on, and it's going to bake for 1 more hour. And then you're going to have the best pot roast you ever tasted. Can you look at that? You think you'd want to just eat it like right now. Okay, it's on its way to being tender. It's not quite there yet, so we have another hour to go. So now we're going to go ahead and add our potatoes and our carrots to it. So here we go. I'm going to put the potatoes in first. I may not use them all because we don't want to overcrowd our roast. So I'm going to just put some of those in the side like that. And then we're going to add our carrots. Because sometimes the carrots don't have to be like way overdone. I mean, carrots can be, you know, a little bit al dente. But you want your potatoes to be cooked. So we're going to put the potatoes in. And now we're going to add the carrots around the side. And then we're going to put this back in. I'll put the lid back on. Okay. Oh. The lid's going to go back on. And then we're going to put it back in the oven for that last hour. And it's going to be fantastic. So, see you in an hour. Okay, guys, are you ready for this? I can't wait. Oh, man. Oh, that looks so good. The carrots and the potatoes are done, and the meat looks absolutely awesome. Oh, man, this is going to be such a treat. I can't wait. Wowzers. Did y'all take a look at this? The house smells so good. I could not wait to try this. So here I go. I'm going to give it a little try. A little carrot, some meat and gravy. Oh, can't wait. I can't wait. This pot roast is off the hook. I've been cooking it like this for over 40 years. We raised 4 sons, meat eaters, okay? There was never an empty plate. I'm telling you, that's how good it is. So anyway, give it a try. This is just so awesome. It's a delicious pot roast, and just give it a try. You're going to love it. I just want to thank y'all again for tuning in to the Sanders Kitchen. We love y'all. The best thing is just, you know what, if you watch our videos and you like them, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel. Share with your family and your friends. Thanks again for coming in. We love y'all, and God bless.